side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Ay, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got.
All right, Coach. U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Let's go. 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Looking here for Smith downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh. I'm coming. Watch the ship. Let's go.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. All day, baby. All day. All day.
Now, 2nd and 3. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Slam, slam, slam. Shift, shift. You're out.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man left, man left. 3 out, 3 out. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 41's coming. 41's a Mike. Quit talking about
go.
It.
Hey, zoom.
41. Silver.
2nd and 9 now. It's complete to Diggs. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check, check. Check, nickel, nickel, nickel. Chance, watch that.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready, 18, Gator.
Check, 41. Watch QB's up. Watch QB's up.
Zoom.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley. He's got Smith here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go now. 60 or.
So we got man. Watch twist.
61, matchbox lights. Hit it.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Okay, ready?
We got to wedge that, huh? Let's go, dude. Tighten up. Let's go, dude. Tighten up. Check 15. Check
it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Got it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Hey, we got 4 down, 4 down.
Smooth. They go.
They're going to look to throw. And able to find Alan Lazard. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Vikings' 37-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 10 Lobo.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Rams nothing.
Here we go, set. 15 line. 15 line.
Push him back. Push him back.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got the hook up to Lazard. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
At the 11-yard
So
line.
2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Tackles.
Here's 2nd and 8. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Switch. Leo.
Now Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Set. 30 base.
You getting hit?
80 weapon.
Check 31.
Bravo.
Mike 41. Mike 41.
Get it.
Throwing on 1st down. Stanley under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hey. High 7.
41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Check 41.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Stanley. And Diggs has it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Let's go now.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
5.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Just like that. Mike. 41 Mike.
Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Stanley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Mike 41. Mike.
Go.
Come off the ball. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike.
Snap.
From the gun, Stanley. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Then he'll find his target. It's complete.
Complete to Robert Woods. A gain of 12. 1st down, Rams.
Here we go.
From the 32 now.
70,
Here's 1st and 10.
X3. 218. Chop. Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw. He gets it to Cooks. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Blue draw corpus.
On second down, it's Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
6-6, pull it high.
41's coming. 41's a mic. I got you. I got you.
Hit it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stanley. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Protein spill. 5.
41's the mic. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Get it.
On 1st down, Stanley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Ready up.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
You got nothing today. You got to go.
Throwing again. Stanley setting up the screen for Cook. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Check 13.
Looking to throw. Stanley. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ready? 30 base.
Man, I got you.
Ready?
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
But that kind of loss of yards, that is usually an error by the guy carrying the ball. At the 1-yard line, you can't get too fancy there. You just got to try and plow forward and get what you can.
It's just a disaster. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
On the ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the carry, it's Cook. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
On 1st and 10, Stanley. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
10-2 stop. Check. Walk 54. Christian, Travis.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Woods has it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs.
Here we go. 8 read.
Let's go defense. All right, here we go. Check 24.
Get it.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check back.
General West. Hey, echo. Come. Let's go.
2nd and 2. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
26 Mike. 26 Mike.
Five.
Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. There's a party now.
Look. Squeeze.
Check 3.
Tyler, 64. Weak.
Go.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Touchdown, LA! As his guys are in for 6, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hey, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Topper! Snap!
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, seam 6.
41 Mike. Man, I got you. Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike. Check.
On 3rd down, Stanley. And he's able to find Diggs. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing on 1st down, Stanley. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Strong right. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 41's the Mike.
2nd and 13. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Stanley. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Out, 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 out. Kill, kill, kill.
Look at me. Go, go. Hit it.
Cook following the penalty. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 48-yard line.
It's a break.
41 Mike.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Here we go.
Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanley. Complete. Smith has it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 21.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Stanley, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. The 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Ready.
On 1st down, Stanley. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Stanley. It's caught. Smith. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, orbit.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 41 Mike, 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now.
On first and 10. Stanley. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Pick up the ball. Check 37. Check 37.
Speed dribble.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this one complete to Smith. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And Darren, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete here. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. Third down here. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw here. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Operating for the gun. Stanley. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Ricky.
From the gun, Stanley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
59, Mike. Check, 59.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Look at me. Ready?
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer.
Ready.
They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And the pressure gets to him again. Samson Abukum, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 4th down, Stanley going deep for Diggs. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check, 41.
Gone. Leap him.
On the ground, it's Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Gets around him, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Rams' 6-yard line.
Ready.
59 mic. Check, 59.
General West.
Watch the twist.
Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 8, read.
You have to get tired of seeing me.
Looking to throw. Stanley. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 2-yard line.
Come on.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
5.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Los Angeles, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So